Hey, what's going on guys? John here, and today I wanted to do a video review for the GOOLOO GP3000 jump starter. So in this video I'll walk you through all the components that it came with. I'll kind of show you a demo as to how you'd go about setting this up if you were going to connect it to jumpstart a car, and I'll just give you my overall thoughts on it. So let's first start with the actual jump starter itself. One really cool thing about this that I've kind of seen, I guess, with this unit over some of the past units is that this is actually very small and it has some extra functionality built into it. I've used other jump starters in the past and they're really big and bulky, and this is actually something that's really compact. So it comes with a carrying case here, so you could easily store this away in your trunk or in another part of your car without any issue. This probably is so small you could even fit it in the glove box of your car. So that's one thing I really like about this. Now, in terms of power, you have 4 indicator lights. So right now 3 of the 4 lights are on. This is basically how it came out of the box, but more or less you can hit the power button to get an idea of the indicator level. You can see it just blinks here to show you how much power this has. They recommend having over 50% power to jumpstart a car. You also have some other functionality with this power button. Looking at the front, you have 2 USB ports, and then you also have this flashlight, and there's also an in-out port for a Type-C. So you can actually use this with the included, there's actually a USB-C to USB-C included here, so you can use this to charge it, or you have a USB to USB-C. So you could actually connect this, plug it into a powered brick or wall outlet that has a USB power, and you could charge this with that. So that's something that's really convenient, very modernized. You also have the ability to connect this DC out, which you could utilize with a cigarette lighter port. So if you had something that you were out on the road and you needed to potentially use this to power up something that uses the cigarette lighter, this could be used for that. So this is another accessory they include. The actual jump starter piece, you have a connection here that basically plugs in. I've already done that. It almost just kind of has like a bulky piece here on the side. Nothing really to this, but it does have a couple power indicators just to kind of show you what's going on. So I'll kind of flip this up here so you can get a better idea. It's going to show you either like a green or a red light based on what's happening with the charger. So this actually will blink or show solid green based on things that are happening. Let's say, for example, you connect the cables wrong, it will actually have indicator lights, which it shows you in the manual based on whether or not these are connected properly. And then you also have this boost button. So maybe if the battery has been sitting for quite some time and it needs a little bit more of a power burst, you can actually hit that boost button, and you want to basically within the next 30 seconds or so go and start the car, and it'll give it a little bit more juice than it would have otherwise. Now in terms of the flashlight on the front here, you can actually hold the power button for 3 seconds and this will go ahead and turn on. It's a pretty bright light, just kind of shining it around here. It is daytime here, but you can see it is very bright, so this is really good for night. If you hit it again, it goes into a blinking mode, and then this is more of a slow blink, and if you hit it again, it goes off. In terms of the rest of the brick, not really too much else to it. You do also have this output for 15 volts, so you could utilize that both for that cigarette lighter or to power up other devices that may be compatible with that 15 volt there. Now in terms of connecting this to the car, we'll kind of show an example of this. I have my Mustang here in the garage, and I'm not actually going to jump start the car, but I'll give an example of what we might do if we were to connect this. So I'd probably simply just, in this case, I have a cover that I've now removed from the battery. I could probably lay this here on the cover as long as it's somewhere that it's not going to be conflicting. And you now have the 2 prongs here. You're simply just going to take this, and you're going to want to make sure it hits a connecting point of the, in this case, positive. So red is going to be my positive. So with this, I'll probably move our rubber out of the way, and I'll either clasp it onto this little bolt here, or better to just clasp it over the actual battery itself. And then I'll do the same for the negative, or you could actually do this to a metal portion of the car's frame. But in this case, we have plenty of room here, and it would easily connect up. So I might even be able to do it with one of them. I'm not gonna go crazy here because, again, this doesn't need to be jump started, but more or less, once this is connected, that'll give us all we need. So as you can see, this is wide enough. I should be able to, at minimum, get it on the bolt, and that's all that we're gonna need to be able to get power. So as you can see, it's clamped down. I would then do the same with the red, and then basically go and fire this up and we'd be good to go. So very, very simple. When you're done, you can take this off. This will actually unplug from the actual battery power, and this just has its own unique connector. I'm trying to be gentle here with the one hand. So this is its own separate connector, and you can now store this away, put it all back into the carrying bag that I have down there. Definitely highly recommended. Nice little kit here. The manual does also go through. I'll just grab this here just to kind of show you the detail of it. It does go through all the tech specs, shows you some of the options in terms of what to expect. There's a whole like Q&A section in here, and it really goes through everything in great detail. So it shows you the different indicator lights, battery power levels, how to charge the unit, what types of things you can do with it. You could, in theory, even charge a cell phone with this. So this is even nice for backup just to have in your car. Maybe you don't have a charger in the car and something happens, this is going to work. It's like a battery backup for that as well. Shows all the instructions on how to start and what to expect, how to use that boost function, the different outputs, and just about everything you could need to know. So very, very happy with this kit. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, found this helpful, and I will talk to you later.